I've always been relatively healthy as far as working out 5 days a week and eating healthy foods. Now, it wasn't until I really started researching gut health and what all that meant and realizing all the bad stuff that they were putting in our foods, I was like, maybe I'm not actually as healthy as I thought I was. I mean, like these protein bars and stuff that they put on the shelves are just full of all this crap that's actually not good for you.
Yeah, I feel like we're starting to see a lot more issues with that. And I think and I always talk about this, it's like everything comes back to money and shelf life and being able to make your profit margins better. And it doesn't matter what you put in it because you've got to ship it from this place to this place and then it's got to sit on the shelf. So they're putting these things in there that you probably shouldn't have in your body. And it seems like the more time goes on and the more people are worrying about their bottom lines, the worse food's getting for us. And we actually get kind of a healthy dose of seeing the difference. And the difference for us is since we're kind of around an Amish community, they don't have any of that crap. Like the food that they eat is directly from, their animals and their gardens and things like that. And it just seems like, when I talk to those guys, they don't have any like gut problems. They're not talking about issue. And one of the guys that came out and helped us build our house was, 60 years old. He doesn't have, they don't have problems like that in their community. And I think it really just kind of boils down to like preservatives and whatever pesticides and whatever they're putting on your fruits and vegetables and all these things. And it's just, it's scary because we have all these government entities that are supposed to protect citizens from that stuff. But when it comes down to money or protection, they always kind of lean in the money side. And I think that, preservatives and the stuff in food just can't be good for you. And on our last podcast, we actually talked about energy drinks.
Yeah. And
I have severe reactions to energy drinks. And so if they're allowing stuff like that to be put on the shelves without, severe warning labels or whatever, which I know the warning label on a pack of cigarettes is a lot worse than the one on an energy drink. But so, yeah, I've definitely noticed a lot of that stuff going on.
Well, and when you see that the United States has probably the lenient country when it comes to what's allowed in our food and products that we're drinking and eating. And we're also like the number one nation when it comes to heart disease and all that.
Yeah, I just looked up something, I don't know, it's been a couple of weeks ago now, but it's like foods that are banned in other countries but not in the U.S. And like Ritz crackers was on there and just these crazy Skittles. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, why are they banned in other countries but not here? And it's because here it's too money motivated and those businesses make way too much money to ban it here, even though it's probably stuff you shouldn't be consuming. And I don't even remember where I saw that study, but there was like several foods on there that would be shocking, especially the crackers. I'm like, man, I love like a snack, some Ritz and summer sausage or something. I used to do that a lot, and I'm thinking, well, I'm eating pretty healthy. The crackers aren't great for you, but this is a pretty healthy snack, and turns out it can be one of the worst things for you.
Yeah.
So, but I think they say crackers are one of the worst things anyway, just in general, like animal crackers and goldfish and all those different kind of crackers, because I guess they're terrible for your teeth. They get stuck in your teeth, and then whatever bugs or whatever enzymes or whatever those things are that get in your mouth when you're resting is they eat that stuff and causes all kinds of decay. I don't know if that was in the same study or what, but it's crazy. I think they were comparing crackers to candy, and the crackers were actually worse than candy for your teeth and your dental hygiene. So. Yeah, it's pretty wild. So all you cracker eaters out there, keep that in mind. I don't know how you take care of it after the fact. I'd probably brushing your teeth right after crackers, but yeah. So it's just wild, and you can kind of go down this rabbit hole on the internet of what's healthy and what's not healthy. And for instance, I brought up in the last podcast again, somebody told me that I should quit drinking oat milk. It's got something in it or something that's bad for gut health, and so I looked into it, and the first thing on Google talks about how good it is for you. So it's wild, like the discrepancy.
The internet can be very misleading too, especially when it comes to Google. They put what they want you to see
Yeah.
at the top. So if they want you to think it's good for you, that's what they're going to put up there.
Yeah, I think we got a good dose of that with that whole Wikipedia thing, right?
Yeah.
Where they redefined recession on Wikipedia, like all in the same week, where they were trying to say that we're not in a recession, then we are. And so it's just wild. Like, you can get on there and you think that you're getting information. And then other things where people just say what they want to say. They try to do a fact check thing on there, but the fact check is coming from somebody else just writing it down on their computer too. So I don't know. It's a weird time, and it comes back to like health and pretty much everything we do. There's, to me, with the whole fact checking and all this stuff, it's either all or nothing. Either make sure everything's 100% correct, which you can't do. It's kind of like almost like with guns, like it's either all or nothing, and you're never getting them all back. So, but no, with the fact checking stuff, I feel like you got to leave it alone, because there's nobody out there that can be sure that all this food is good for you or all this food is bad for you. So you really almost just got to like let the consumer decide.